Guys, it's me, it's Constance here on Charming Custom Crafts on the YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, this is the gift of being grand month, and it's all about grandparents. So, I'm traveling home today, so a lot of the videos here are going to be made on one day and then scattered throughout. So, I don't know what day this is going to be, but it'll be in the description of the video. So this, I'm still working on some. I pulled out some of my husband pulled out some of this baby stuff so I can share with you of the things that my mother and my grandmother had a hand in. And because my husband and I loved Looney Tunes, he was more Taz, I was more Bugs and Sylvester, and Tweety. Actually, I just love them all. Anyway, so obviously my son's baby room, all his layette sets and bassinet stuff, which is going to be harder for me to show those because I don't have a bassinet. So anyway, we're going to work with what I have here. And today I'm going to share with you the bibs that my mom made. These were made out of quilt squares, and then she made them into bibs for my son. Now some of them may be stained and they are clean. It's just my son was born with stomach problems. And no matter what we did to clean them, they wouldn't come out. And my mom's damn good at stains, and she couldn't even get them out because of his stomach problems. He was actually put on a baby monitor for the first good part of his year of his life. So, anyway, I'm going to start with Sylvester. And here is Sylvester. Best personality. Like I said, they were a quilt square, and you can see where the way he is here. And I went through bibs like crazy. Now, I got smart with my daughter. I actually would not let her use her bibs, and if I can get to them, I'll tell you. You'll see why. But I could not get enough bibs with him because of his stomach problems. It's also the reason why I had to quit nursing, because I look like, what do you call me, old Bessie? I could milk myself a gallon an hour. That's not even funny. I ended up back in the hospital on Christmas Eve, spent Christmas in the hospital. And that was way back in '94. So anyway, I was 19 when I had my little boy. I was 6 weeks from my 20th birthday, and I was most proud of all the stuff that my mother made. And you can see from the back that she did go around and stitched it with the machine very carefully. Now, this is before she had a quilting machine, so she did the best she could with what she had. And of course, I think she did a beautiful job. And then she has this decorative stitching around this one. Now, that is Sylvester. Now, I could have individually done all of these, but then that would take away from the fun. So here is Taz. That was my husband. Actually, I was nicknamed Taz in middle school, but my husband's favorite Looney Tune is Taz. So, of course, he's the most athletic because he's very well built. And then here's the back. And again, here's the stains that won't come out. Maybe with the new stuff nowadays that I could probably get it out. But I'm not worried about it. These stay in a box for my grandkids. So whoever has the boy first is going to get the Looney Tunes. And then here, and that way it goes down to 5 generations. Gotta love that, where 5 generations have touched it. So here's class president. Of course, that's Bugs. What's up, Doc? All right, guys. Okay, here we go. And then there's the back of it. She did a great job on binding them, and just enough around the back to where it would work around his little neck. Of course, I didn't have little babies. I had very big babies. My son was 9'4½", 22½, and his head, it was at my shoulders, and his feet would be past my hips. That's how big my baby boy was. Of course, I had severe preeclampsia. I actually died afterwards, and he almost died, so we were both in intensive care for 3 days. Actually, he was in intensive care for like 5, and I was for 3. Anyway, so here's the most likely to quack, which always quacks me up. I know, pun intended. And of course, my mom did the same stitching around this one with this binding. If she doesn't have binding, she makes her own. And you can see the quality that she made damn sure that these pieces were going to have a little bit of depth to them. So that is Daffy Duck. And here is the Roadrunner, born to run. Boy, he was a runner. He just could not stop. See how cute? We did not see. So there is the Roadrunner. You guys have seen 5 of them so far, and can't forget Tweety. There's Tweety. He's the cutest. So is my son. You guys can get the characters. They're all male characters except Tweety. Yeah, Tweety's a male, right, honey? Yeah, Tweety's a male. So I did all boys. It was all boy stuff. So it may, to some, think that it's girly, but it's not, because they are all boys. So I was pretty sure they were. That's why, one of the reasons why we chose it. And I had people would buy layout sets for us, and within 2 or 3 washes they faded or started to tear apart, but nothing that my mother ever made. She made damn sure. And of course, this one I already know has stains in it. He had, this is one of his earlier ones. So this is most creative. And of course, this is Wild Coyote. And if you look at the back. So, and this, and I know I started thinking with my husband that when we moved here to Florida, we got a lot of our stuff. We lost like $45,000 in damage because I put our stuff in a leaky semi-trailer. So I'm starting to wonder with some of the stains I'm seeing that should not be on it. And I didn't even think about it. See, look how cute. Well, I hope that you guys enjoy this video and the pictures that will follow. So if you have something for the gift of being grand, let me know. I'd love to highlight you on Facebook. Share your blogs, your links, your channels, anything that you have that I can connect to it so that you can get credit. So anyway, enjoy the pictures and thanks for watching.